Hello everybody, hope they are good. What is going on with Bitcoin? Why is this coin not moving? Because we have a lot of news from China. China's economy is in trouble. The dollar has been moving up. Check this out. So why is Bitcoin not moving now? Okay. Usually when this happens, it's either because the market is waiting for some news announcements. This week we only have on Thursday PCE inflation report and non-farm payrolls on Friday. Of course, there are big news announcements, but I don't think that the market is waiting for them, because if you go, for example, to the dollar and you check the 4 hour, the 4 hour time frame, yes, you see that it's moving up. Okay, you see that it's moving, and it's probably gonna go towards this zone over here in the next few hours. Okay, you have there a liquidity pool. So the dollar is moving. Why is Bitcoin not moving? That's why I don't think that is because the news announcements. Then something is brewing here. There is something going on here. Now, if you go to the daily time frame, the first thing that gets my attention are all these wicks to the downside here, but price is not continuing going lower. Okay, if you notice here, you have like a wick zone, and price keeps spiking down and then reversing. What does that usually happen? Well, usually this means that the market maker is building a position. In this case, that would be building longs. For the same reason that I don't think that this is bearish. Okay, I don't think that this is bearish all those weeks, right? For the same reason that, for example, here, I didn't think that this was bullish. Okay, or let's continue. I also didn't think that this was bullish, or this, or this, or that this was bearish. Okay, you can see that when they set wicks towards one direction, usually the highs or the lows, but it doesn't break through, it means that there is an intention for the market maker to hold a position and build a reversal. Okay, so that's the first thing that gets my attention. There is a possibility, unless if I'm wrong, that the market maker is preparing for a reversal. Okay. Also, if you go to the 4 hours time frame, they're gonna see it here also quite clearly. Okay, let's even reverse the chart. Let's do reverse chart. You have here one hit to the upside. There's the second tap to the upside. And what about if you see, guys, another hit to the upside here? What is reverse? So that will be to the downside. Okay, another hit here, and then that's when you can see a reversal. Okay, 3 taps pattern. You know the theory. Okay, 3 taps pattern. Why couldn't we see still something like this? Of course, I would have rather to see this yesterday, and I would tell you, okay, that's Monday false move, because you would have the confluence of the timing, that it's Monday, false move. You also would have the confluence of the 3 taps pattern, and also the wicks in the daily time frame to the downside by not breaking through. So you would have a lot of confluence to open a long here and wait for a reversal towards the mid-range. Okay, this dotted line over here. Now, of course, today is Tuesday. Yesterday didn't happen. Market maker watching all my tweets and videos, so didn't want to give me that trade. But I still think that there is a high chance that happens. Okay, maybe even as low as last week's lows, which is here around 25,300. Okay, there is a chance that happens. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, reversal. So that's at least for now what I'm looking at. Okay, of course, if price decides not to pump from here, then you have here the 50 EMA in the 4 hours time frame that I also mentioned in the Sunday Bitcoin update. By the way, you don't follow me on Twitter. I think it's worth it just for those Bitcoin Sunday updates, because we are trying to prepare ourselves for the next week ahead, and we've been doing this for the last year and a half. So I would recommend you to follow me there. Probably most of you do already, but that's a reminder. Okay, but anyway, if price decides to pump from here and it doesn't give us this entry over here, okay, and then it bounces from here, okay, so if price just pumps from here, then the next thing you can take would be this retrace to the 4 hour 50 EMA. Okay, you can take this retrace and aim for the mid-range then. Okay, so that's what I'm looking in the Bitcoin chart. Ideally, I want to see a reversal here in the very short term. Hopefully we can see this 3 taps pattern. Okay, something like this, and then the reversal. But if that doesn't happen and price goes up from here, then you have the retrace to the 50 EMA and then you can target the mid-range. But that's in the very short term, because then if you go, for example, to the weekly time frame, in high time frame, I've been telling you, this doesn't look good. You are right now below the weekly 50 MA. The only support that you have right now is the range low. So if you lose this level, if you lose the range lows, then you are gonna go towards probably this week over here, around 20,700. Because yes, we have a week that is not filled. And what are the chances that this week remains unfilled? 2-3%. So the odds are against it. It should get filled, okay? That's what I think in the higher time frame, but that doesn't mean that still we could see in the short term a small, shorter squeeze and then some consolidation here for maybe a couple of weeks, and then you can see the breakout to the downside, okay? Something like that is what I'm looking for at the moment with Bitcoin. So let's check now high block capital. Let's see where the liquidity is. What in high block capital liquidation levels? Let's see if this loads. Come on. There it is. Okay. The delta is right now, well, in shorts, short liquidations cumulative, $1.5 billion worth of short liquidations. It's not much. It's pretty much neutral to zero, so it's not telling me much. But if you check the spikes at the right of this chart, you can notice that the spikes are to the upside. So that means, well, specifically this one over here, $127 million worth of short liquidations at 26,850. So the chart is telling you that there is more liquidity to the upside. Okay. Now, if we go into the liquidation heat map and we check the 7 days time frame, you can see that right now we are below two liquidation zones. You have to the upside 27K, and then to the downside you have two zones. You have 25,700 that goes all the way to 25,600, potential 3 taps pattern zone. All right. And if we continue going low and we break below this zone, then you have 25,100. So would it make sense to first hit this zone at 25,600-ish, hit that zone, reverse to 27K, and then at 25K there is going to be a lot more of liquidity. But especially in the higher time frame, there is a lot of liquidity here at 23,500, and also in the 3 months time frame there is a lot. This is the most interesting chart in my opinion. There is a lot at 24,200. So now imagine for a second what happens if price goes to 25,600 or so, then pumps to 27K. Okay, during that pump, that's when the retail is going to open longs. Okay, not before that. That's when the retail trader is going to open longs. And if the retail trader is opening longs, what happens to this zone of 24,200? Well, simply the liquidity here will increase and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So when the market maker then reverses and brings price back down and hit this zone, they're going to hit a lot more liquidations that they could have done previously. Okay, so that's the market theory that I have right now in the short term, in the mid term, and also in the long term. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.